everybody. I would like to welcome you on our new quiz show called Who Wants to Be a Connected Home Hero? And first of all, I would like to ask our contestants a couple of questions. So let me introduce Samuel. Hello.
Hello.
I would like to ask you, Samuel, what have you been doing before you joined Motorola?
I have been working in a telecommunications company in Spain called Telefónica, and I was in the development team during 2 years.
Okay, great, thank you. Another question I would like to ask is Milan. Hi Milan. I would like to ask you, what type of difficult questions do you usually get when dealing with customers?
I usually get difficult question about the wireless terminals and wireless switches, because I'm dealing most of time with scanners and terminals, and also for me difficult questions are about the programming languages like C#, C++.
Well, thank you. Well, another person competing in this is Christopher. Hi. I would like to ask you, Christopher, what everybody's probably interested in. How many calls or emails do you usually deal with on a busy day?
On a busy day, that might differ how many colleagues are there. But several times of holidays we have not so many members right now in the German team or in the Spanish team, I don't know what's with them. But I can come across 20 emails per person and 10, 15 phone calls, and then in a bad day you are just logging the cases and you would like to have more time for the technical part. But generally it's fine and I like my job.
Well, thank you very much. And last but not least is Henry.
Hello.
Hello. I would like to ask you, how many different positions have you actually tried in this building?
So when I started about 3.5 years ago, I started in the contracts department when I was processing the service contracts for the customers, invoicing and all kinds of different things. Then I decided to move to the technical help desk, where I've been working as a level 1 for about 2 years. And a couple of months ago I decided to try to move on to a gate position, which I did, and I'm working as a gate now.
Well, thank you very much. And I would also like to welcome our quiz masters. And the question asking the teams in German will be Sergey. Hello. And the Spanish team questions will be asking Eduardo. So I think we have introduced, and last but not least again is Matt, who's going to count the points for us. So okay, I think we can start. So I would like to ask you, Sergey, to ask the first German team question.
Okay guys, was ist ein Channel Plan?
Also beim Kanalplan, Channel Plan auf Englisch, da werden die Kanäle festgelegt auf die Frequenzen. Also es wird einfach ein Plan gemacht in dem SAM, welche Kanäle auf welche Frequenzen geschickt werden an die Endkunden.
Okay. 2 points.
2 points, yeah?
Obviously.
Yeah. Clearly. Try and keep up, Mo.
Clearly hit that one out of the park.
Eduardo, can you please ask a Spanish question to the team, please?
Hi everybody. Bueno chicos, a ver, ¿qué significa una ACC y cómo se difiere el DAC?
Sí, ACC es como analog controller, que controla el modulador y encriptador en el que se llama
Todo lo SEM.
Sí, todo el SEM. Y DAC es digital, por lo tanto trabajo con el señal que es digital, no analog. ¿Quieres decir más?
No, está perfecto lo que has dicho.
Bueno, parece muy bien.
3 points.
2 points.
Just sounds longer in Spanish.
Okay, Sergey, can you please ask the next German question, please?
Was bedeutet NC und was ist die Aufgabe von NC?
NC heißt, das ist ein Network Controller und grundsätzlich geht es um einen DHCP-Server, der einfach die IP-Adressen zu den verschiedenen Geräten auf dem Netz verteilt.
Ein Gerätebeispiel ist NC 1500, der eingesetzt wird in den Headends.
Das ist gut.
Sounded good to me.
Okay, another question, please, Eduardo.
Ok. Bueno, ¿para qué se usa el demulador del camino de vuelta?
Ajá. Se utiliza para, la parte de interactividad del sistema, es lo que recibe las peticiones desde el usuario hasta la parte de video on demand. Es para la recepción de datos interactivos.
Perfecto.
Okay, I was going to point to the scoreboard, but I don't think there is any point at the moment. I would like to ask Sergey to ask next question, please.
Just in English. What is the format of a good case study?
I'll get this one. So the good format is the first there should be the product number, and slash the company name, and then slash and then a brief problem description. That seems to be a good one.
I would say 1 point.
1 point.
Okay, so I think the Spanish team now really needs to get 2 points to get into the lead of the game. So,
Tension.
Eduardo, please, next question.
¿En English o en Spanish?
I think in Spanish.
Spanish, ok. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre la PAL y la NTC?
PAL y NTS se utiliza en las televisiones y en los videos y es un estándar. Uno es para Europa y otro es para los Estados
¿Cuál es
Unidos.
para Europa? ¿El PAL o el
PAL es para Europa y NTS es para Estados Unidos. Y creo que esto sabemos algo más.
Tienen diferentes espectros de colores,
Sí.
como está indicado en el diagrama aquel, y supuestamente el PAL tiene mejor definición en los colores que el NTS.
No, eso se dice, pero los americanos no lo quieren oír.
Ok.
I think that should be at least 4 points.
2 points.
Okay, so we've got a Spanish team in the lead at the moment, so good luck, German team. Next German question, please, Sergey.
Where can the customer get the return form?
It's a Motorola online tool where they just download the return form, fill it out, and send it in.
Okay, that was the question, yeah.
Yeah,
So 2
2
points.
points.
Okay, next question, please, Eduardo.
¿Cómo se llama el formulario que se rellena cuando el equipo falla?
Lo que se hace es abrir un caso en Clarify, y en Clarify, dependiendo del tipo de equipo, se tienen unas plantillas u otras con unas listas de preguntas, y en ese formulario tienes que seleccionar las respuestas del cliente y rellenarlo lo más completo posible. Entonces ese formulario se llama plantilla.
Formulario se llama plantilla. Todo por medio de Clarify.
Sí, después va escalando a otros soportes.
Añade correspondiente.
Okay.
2.
So let's have a look at the score. Now we still have got the Spanish team winning, so I would recommend that the German team start pushing a bit harder. So can we please have next
Is
question?
it time for the big question?
Is it time for big question?
I think it might be time for the big
Okay,
question.
so I would like to hand over to Phil for the big question for 15 points.
This is a 15-point
Point
question. Now, I'm just going to toss a coin to see which team gets the choice of which network to do. Would you like to pick a hand Henry, to give yourself the choice of the network?
Left.
Left it is, okay? So you can choose, do you want to do the head-end processing network, or do you want to do the Symbol IT network?
I guess we'll go with the symbol one, right? Okay.
Right, just to explain to our audience, what we're going to do is we're going to give both teams a general network layout, and then we're going to give them a collection of pieces of equipment which they will then place onto the network in a short period of time. And Martina, who will be deciding how long they've got to do, will then ring the bell when their time is up, and we will come along and see what equipment they've managed to place in that time and if they've put it in the right place. Can you give us an idea of how the bell will sound?
Well,
And that's the sound that will mean you'll have to stop. So if we go for here, and here are the symbol, I put them on this desk, I didn't know which team would get them. Here are the symbol pieces of, yes, that's what happens if they make a mistake, Eduardo. And so what we'll actually use that piece of equipment when we go through how the equipment goes. So if you could, Martina, if you could look at your second hand, and your time starts. When Martina clicks the bell, that will be when your time starts.
so the time starts. 3, 2, 1. No.
Oh, I'm afraid that's, what have we got left in there? And, oh dear, we seem to have not used any hubs and switches, so we'll just go and do a little mark here. Every time a piece of equipment's in the right place, I'll look to Martina, who'll give a little ding, and if a little ding like that, and that will be a point, and every time there's a wrong mistake, there'll be and that means we got it in the wrong place. Okay, the scanner is correct, and the wireless scanner is correct. The MC9000 is correct, and the PCB desktop. But they were the easy ones. So let's see how they got on as we go to the core network. The AP300 is an access device, so that's correct, as is the other AP. And the AP5131 is. And the 5131 again. The internet gateway has been placed next to the core to the internet, which is great. The telecoms gateway has been placed in the right place, that's good. The application server is in the server farm, which is pleasing. The core switch is in the core switch. The edge router connects to the other cores, that's doing well. The edge switches are good. And the, hello, they didn't move any of these, did they? While I was, did they? Okay. No, they didn't, okay. So the integrated RFS 7000, which is a core device, was correctly in the core. The MSP really might have been better at the edge of the core, but no, I'm sorry. I need to see that. The WC2000, I'm going to let them off, because we'll let them off for that one. But I don't think the core router really goes in the distribution network, lads. And actually, we've made a lot of effort working on our WS5100 wing, and I don't think they want to see it in the access layer. So, but overall, how did the count up for them there?
Pretty good from what I can see, with 10, 16.
16. A little round of applause from the audience, I think, at that time. Well done, lads. Fantastic. So if you could just put those away from behind you. And now we're going to do the Spanish team. Do you feel confident about this?
Yeah. Right.
Have you noticed there are less boxes over here than they had there? So we're actually going to award 2 points for each box that's in the right place. Now, just to clarify, this, lads, this is to be a digital head end, yeah, and it's not a telecoms head end. This is a straight digital head end. So, you know, be careful out there. Oh yeah, you can have it your way up. Look, I'll tell you what we'll do. With a slight change of rules here, what we'll do is we will give you 1 point for getting the thing in the right place, and we will give you another point for knowing what the piece of equipment does. No, actually 2 points. Do you think that's fair? 2 points for knowing what the equipment does. Okay. Right. Martina, are you ready to
Yes, I am.
start the clock?
2, 1, start please.
Oh. Should we allow that, Martina? What do you think? Should we allow that?
Sure.
We should allow that. Okay, let's have a close look here. Well, don't forget, it's 2 points for actually knowing what the equipment does. So well, you start. Which ones do you feel comfortable are in the right place, and you're going to tell us what they do?
This is a digital satellite receiver, which is able to change the analog signal to digital.
Excellent. And you put that in what section, so we know?
Video sources.
Excellent. So that's, well, we'll just do 2 points for each one you get right. So 2 points for that. Thank you.
Okay, the next one is the video on demand server. Then through the satellite signal sends all the video to the next processing for arriving to the homes.
I think we'll just do 1 point there because no, Samuel, because actually it doesn't take it from the satellite. It actually has the videos itself on the server.
Okay.
But that's still 1 point for that. Okay, Milan.
SAM is a smart stream encryptor modulator,
Well done.
which provides multiplexing of signal, modulating, encrypting, and manages all.
It's Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
The Swiss Army knife of
Main
video.
box.
Yeah, it should have been called Swiss Army knife video box. Would have been just right for that. Okay, so we'll do. This is the bit you cheat. We'll do just 1 point for that then, because that was an easy device.
Okay.
And if you didn't know what that was, there'd be real trouble. Okay, Samuel, would you like to pick another one?
Okay, the next one, for example, could be in the interactive part. This is the OM, the outbound modulator, provides the interactive functions in the direction of the user. This is the interactive download.
Brilliant. Yeah, definitely 2 points for that. Well done.
Downlink.
Now it gets to the more difficult one. I love to see which ones they pick first. Yeah, you can imagine they're going, who's got the last box? Who's got the last box? So, Milan.
NC 1500 is a network controller. It's like a DHCP server, which provides to the system the IP address.
Fantastic. Okay, yeah. That was quite easy, so I'll just do 1 for that.
1 point, yeah.
Samuel.
Okay, the next one, it could be the digital addressable controller, and it's for managing the configuration of all the SEMs, the rack of SEMs.
Brilliant.
For being capable of configuring all of them at the same time or more synchronized instead of configuring one of them after other.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. Yeah, we'll have 2 for that. And do you remember it also does the same for the OM1000s as well?
Right.
And it's the main box that we expect level 2, 3s to dial into to find out what's going on. Okay, so Milan?
It's called key list server.
Yep.
I think if I remember that, and it's this server has keys. It's like encryption. So if the set-top box is in the list of in that, the MAC address is correct. So then the key list server provides the key to the set-top box.
That's right, to
Like
allow to unencrypt it. That's fantastic. Yep, 2 for that. It's getting trickier now.
For example,
I'm getting ready, my fingers getting hot, ready for this.
the SDM is like the device manager for the SM and contains all the syslogs for accessing the possible failures or the traces or logs of the processor device.
And what does the S stand for? Do you notice you said device manager? I noticed.
Smart stream
Yeah,
device.
okay. I tried to trick you, but
Okay.
yeah, 2 points for that.
Once.
He's relaxed now. Milan looks tense. Suddenly all the pressure's on Milan.
RADD, if I remember well, it's a box which manages like set-top boxes in the host,
Yeah.
and it's remote. I don't know, digital. Something.
No, well, we'll give one point for that. But that's the box that can actually download firmware to the set-top boxes. It separates out the more modern set-top boxes where you're going to get DOSes updates, you get firmware updates, and specifically because all of you, do you remember you asked like what happens if someone's viewing a program and suddenly this firmware goes down? We talked about the maintenance period at night, that all of them have maintenance periods in which they can do things. Brilliant. So we're left with 3 more.
I don't understand.
No, we've done that one.
The letters here, but I think it
Oh no, that was
should be
that's,
here
that's the same. That was my bad writing.
Okay, but here should be other.
So there's
Yeah.
these 3.
No, but there should be other here. The RPD, the return path.
I didn't. Oh, look, that is impressive. Now that is impressive. Whoa, but I think some extra point. Don't you think, Mark? Some extra points there to actually spot the one that isn't there.
Yes.
Yes, a return path. Do you remember what the D stood for?
Yeah, it's for the interactivity, but instead of being like the OM from the head end to the user, is in the opposite direction. Is the upload, is the request, the interactive request from the end user to the head end from the.
And if that stops working, why do the companies get a bit twitchy? What does that mean to them if that stops working? What does the user no longer able to do?
Yeah, he's not any longer order stuff, and the company loses money.
So I think some bonus points for the German there. That's anything to do with the money. So we have 3 bonus points.
3 bonus
3 bonus points to the German team.
How many bonus points for finding the one that was missing, Phil?
Okay. 2 bonus points for finding the one that's missing. 3 bonus points for.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, so you're right. So there's just 3 boxes, the 3 remaining boxes, and they're looking nervous.
Combiner, which puts the channel on the correct frequency and combines all channels in one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Say it in one signal.
Do it in Spanish, and I'll just check for a little while. How would you say it in Spanish then?
Combinador.
Mhm.
Combinador, sí. Que pone la señal o el canal en la correcta frecuencia y después lo envía todo en un paquete. Así es.
What do you think, Eduardo?
Perfecto, perfecto.
Yeah, okay. Let's do, I'll do one for that because what we're really looking for there is it's trying to say it's not software. This is actually good old-fashioned piping, and it's hard for you guys because hopefully, Mark, part of doing this is that we will get some bits of equipment, broken bits. We don't mind. Just anything we can physically touch. It does not have to work. We just want it to touch and feel. That would be great. Advert over. No, request over. Okay, so there's two bits left. What are the last 2 bits?
This, for example, is the cable modem terminator system. Yeah, and it's which connect which makes possible to connect the internet through the user.
Yeah. Good. Well done. Yeah, we'll go for that. 2 for that.
2 for that, yeah.
The last one.
Last one is duplex filter. And it's probably filtering the signal on one frequency.
that was the filter that actually enables us to take out the return path, because it's physically one piece of wire. So we actually need to take out. Most pieces of kit you ever see, just you're either split, one going in, two going out. Now we want to actually have going in and going out. So that's that. I think a round of applause for the Spanish team. That was. And we'll now carry on with a couple more questions, and then we have some large questions at the end.
Let's have a small